You're listening to RedPill78. I am the corruption detector, and it looks like I've got... You're listening... I had the actual preview window open. So, you're listening to RedPill78. I am the corruption detector, and this is your Red Pill News. Saturday Night Live stream, rather. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so... Wow, there has been a lot that has happened today. We've got a lot of news to cover. Not least of all, the discovery that if you take the file names of certain photographs dropped by our favorite Anon, you can enter those into the WikiLeaks Hillary Clinton email archive, and they will elicit some amazing things. You'll pull up certain emails between Hillary Clinton and her staffers and some unclassified things. Interesting stuff to look at. So we're going to go through a whole bunch of those emails. We've also got some articles from the Gateway Pundit. Also got some tweets from some good friends of mine. We've also got Thomas from True Reporting. Went to go look up Thomas today, and his channel was empty. We don't know what happened. I haven't even had a chance to talk to him about it yet, but I'm sure that he's going to be interested to tell us. Hopefully everything's okay. We're going to get to Thomas in just a moment. I do want to give some shout-outs to people in the chat. We had South Dakota, there's Ohio, Florida, Kansas, Switzerland, nice, Louisiana, Australia, Arizona. We've got Omaha. We've got Louisiana again, Illinois, Texas, the Upper Peninsula. It's cold up there, guys. Long Island. We've got Missouri, maybe Seattle, Colorado Springs, Oregon, Baltimore. We've got people from all over visiting us tonight, and I want to thank you guys for showing up. This is great. I'm showing we got about 650 people in the chat. I need to give a shout out to Ian McCullough. Ian, thank you very much for that super chat. No question there. But Georgia Peach started it off saying congrats on being queued. You deserve it. Where we go one, we go all. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And I want to thank, of course, our favorite Anon for including me in that post. I know that... oh, Eminem! There's our friend right there. Congrats, RP. I missed yesterday. That's okay, my friend. You and your family can catch up tonight. We've got plenty to talk about. All right, if you guys don't mind, I do need to turn on slow chat. Just we're going to set it at 30 seconds just so I can see this information flying by from you guys, because lots of times there's good info that you guys put in there, and I don't want to miss that. So let's see. Here we go. Enable slow mode at 30 seconds. Great. Okay, sweet. Now we're going to do the pop-out chat. And I think that we're going to start it off with my good friend Thomas from True Reporting. Thomas, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thomas, hello. How are you?
I've been better, my friend. I'm hanging in there. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So I am in the midst of pulling up your YouTube channel right now, and I'm going to show everybody what's going on. Tell me what happened, dude. Did you get shut down, or did the same thing happen to you that happened to And We Know? Were you trying to move your channel or something?
No, pretty much I moved locations physically. I moved locations. So just moving IP addresses, this sort of thing. And been trying to use open broadcaster, however you want to say it, but and it won't let me on. No matter what I do, you even had the kindness to try and help me with that. It will not let me on. So with that being said, I had to go to another couple IT guys to. I believe everything is sorted out. I did notice what you were talking about with my channel. I went on this morning just to, look around at videos, and they were gone.
Yeah.
They were gone. And, I almost had a panic attack, but I looked today. They're back. They're back up there. But something is, what's usually said, what's vocalized when that happens is you're over the target.
Right.
And the channel's there. I've lost a ton of subscribers.
Yeah, I just I had been unsubscribed, dude. I just resubscribed. That's crazy.
Yeah. So definitely, people are saying, they're skeptical when it comes to shadow banning. Oh, you're just overthinking this, or you're just, out of touch or something. No, shadow banning is very real.
Yep.
We see it on Twitter for sure, but on YouTube, people who have pretty good sized channels like me and you, it happens. Yeah. I don't know if those 1,500 people were bots, or it takes kind of a lot. It's 3 or 4 clicks to unsubscribe from a channel.
Right.
So,
right. Well, I've been told by many of my viewers, and I'm also good friends with Mike from Space Shot 76. It's happened to both of us too. We've lost subscribers. I had like a 2,500 subscriber purge in one day, and it was after I put out a fairly big video. So I highly doubt that I angered that many people. So yeah, it totally happened. So yeah, I was, I don't know if you're watching while we're recording this, but I was clicking through your the tabs on your channel, and when you go to the home section, it says this channel doesn't have any content. But if you start clicking through, you go to your videos, you definitely have videos there. So man, I am so glad to hear that you're all right. And I love Ricky. I love Ricky Berman. The guy.
Oh yeah.
He's so funny.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
All right, good. Well, dude, I'm really glad to hear that you're okay. Thomas had said that I was trying to help him figure his OBS out the other day. We were trying to get together and do a little collab on the information from the LA chopper raids, and I hope we can still do that, Thomas. Usually, I think next week I'm going to be talking with Quite Frankly on Wednesday. But if you want to get together and do like a collab stream, Friday or even Thursday later in the evening, I could totally be down for that.
Yeah, I want everyone to know that, and to you, and I said this to you, that I'll be honest, that was probably the greatest. I don't watch other channels, like I just don't. I'm not being, I'm not I'm not being shady or anything like that. Yeah. Because if you follow people closely, you can kind of rub off, and you don't want to be, you don't want to be known as a copycat. So
right.
I'm just trying to stay away from that.
Sure.
But I definitely that was I'd probably say the top 3 greatest decodes I've ever watched since being part of this movement. So that's 2 years pretty much. That video was spot on. I watched it all the way through twice.
Sweet. Well, dude, that means a lot to me. I really appreciate that, and I know exactly what you mean. It's a lot. It's also a lot different when you go from just being, a consumer of content to a creator of content. Just by virtue of that fact, you have far less time to be watching things. Like, I don't have cable. YouTube was the only thing that I watched before. It still is the only thing that I watch. But just making videos, and in between, just regular life stuff. That time gets cut down a lot more when you're producing that stuff. But I really appreciate you saying that, man. That's cool. You make really good content too, and I know exactly what you mean. You want to make sure that that if you've got an idea, if you're coming out with something, that you put it on paper before you start watching other videos about it, because then maybe you start second guessing yourself, or you're like, oh dang it, I wanted to say something like that, and now I feel like I can't.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to step on shoes. Absolutely, but I really appreciate. I want to say something before I let you guys go. Is that this is what this movement is all about. This whether it's the Great Awakening, QAnon, whatever you want to describe it as. That I've had 4 channels, step up and try to help me when somebody falls, when one of us falls or something looks off. You step in and you help the other person out.
Yeah,
that's what this is all about. And if you've never heard of True Reporting, I've been there since the beginning, and I'm still around. And just go to True Reporting on YouTube, and you can follow me on Twitter at True Reporting too. So RedPill, I appreciate it so much, my friend. And it's very kind of you to have me on, and we definitely will collab here very shortly.
All right, right on, brother. Yeah, I think I subscribed to you when you had like under 5,000 subs. Like, I remember coming across your channel, and I was like, okay, this guy's awesome.
Thanks, dude. I've come a very long way in a short amount of time.
Heck yeah.
And again, congratulations on hitting that 6-figure subscription. You know, that's crazy.
It is.
And I'm proud of you, man. That's really cool.
Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Thomas from True Reporting. Hopefully we'll have you on again sometime, and we'll look to be working together next time. Don't forget, you guys, True Reporting on YouTube and True Reporting on Twitter. Sub and follow.
Yes. We'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Peace, brother.
Bye-bye.
All right. Quitting Discord. All right, guys. Cool. That's so awesome. I'm glad that we got to talk to Thomas, and I'm glad that everything is okay with him and his situation. I was so worried when I saw that earlier today, especially all that stuff about And We Know. Now, for those who did not see my tweets about this earlier, And We Know apparently was moving his channel from a regular YouTube channel to a YouTube brand channel. I don't know why he wanted to do that. Maybe he just wanted to separate his channel from like his personal channel. I know that since I started my content channel, I just used the YouTube channel that I had already. I created this channel back in 2006 just so I could, like and share and subscribe other people's videos. But it makes it more difficult now. Like all the notifications you get are the notifications from people who are watching your stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just makes it that I have to look a little bit harder to see other people's stuff. So we're gonna look through a couple of tweets here, some awesome tweets. First of all, I wanted to start off. Now, if you guys don't know who Carpe Donktum is, he is a great content creator. Oh, hey, and I need to say thank you. Keisha Tabron, thank you very much for that super chat. Also, before that, we had Steven Delgado dropped a little love. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Also, Ian McCullough said 2 of my favorite channels. That's awesome. I'm glad that you were able to tune in tonight. I'm glad we had Thomas on. Let me see if there's any quick questions here. The adoption was, let's see, Lisa Lady. I didn't see what that was in reference to earlier. Where we bark when we bark. Oh, Dana is like Muffin's #1 fan. I almost said Marvin. A lot of times when I am voice texting and I'll try to say Muffin's name, it will change it to Marvin in my iPhone. It's freaking hilarious. All right, so Carpe Donktum is a wonderful meme channel, okay? Does incredible video memes. And he was recently completely demonetized. Don't move, Q won't find you. Yeah, I'm not moving anything. It was hard enough getting everything together, in the space that I have, so not going to move it. Hey, LJ, what's up, buddy? Glad you're here. So, Carpe Donktum was recently demonetized by YouTube completely. He's got some incredible content. I want to play this video, but it's an REM song, and I don't want this video to completely get shut down. So, yes, Dana, you're very welcome, buddy. So let's see here. All right. Oh, I have, all right. Hey, looks like Guy and Gina are in the chat. You guys, I have those drops that you sent me earlier today, Dana or Gina and Guy. So you guys are going to get to see that stuff that you sent me. But anyways, you need to go check out Carpe Donktum on Twitter, and check him out on YouTube. This video is genius, okay? You can see all these sad faces at the State of the Union set to the tune of REM's Everybody Hurts. Beautiful. So, Lisa Lady, were you saying that you adopted a child recently? Robert Buckner says, you say 10? Thank you very much, buddy. What REM song is it? It is Everybody Hurts by REM. Okay, Chris Pix asks, why did Michelle Obama cross the road? Keep it family friendly, buddy. But tell us. Okay, if you guys are having any problems with the stream, I want you to, maybe check out the internet in your house. Maybe tell your kids to get off the Wi-Fi, quit streaming Netflix, because I got full green bars here. BabyLove78 says, did you read the thread about Michael Stipe being... Oh, yeah, I have read that. Cisco Lady Liberty, good to see you as well. And I'm here for you. I'll be your Huckleberry. Guy, I'm your Huckleberry. It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time, you guys. I own that. If you have not seen Tombstone is a classic. She crossed the road to get hit. Ba-da-bump. Okay, so this is the #1 thing today, guys. We've got a ton of stuff to get into with regards to this. My buddy Methods, I slept in a little bit today. I normally wake up about 7 a.m. Of course, Saturday, I was able to sleep in, so that was really nice. And he says, mind blown. Anon figured out that if you take the file name of some of the images that our favorite Anon posts and search the name of that file as an email ID on WikiLeaks, some of them correspond to emails. Incredible work, Anon. And thank you very much, Methods, for bringing that to my attention. Okay, but so the original post says, haven't done a full dig on this. Not sure if it has been addressed in the past. If so, please disregard. It hasn't been addressed. But looking into the posts, I noticed an oddity with the file name on pictures attached. For example, and he goes into examples, Chris, you guys can read that. Thank you for censoring that, Chris. Okay, so we're going to go to this website here, www.wikileaks.org/Clinton-emails. Search for the name of an email ID as you are directed to using one of the names of a picture. Now, it will pop up an email associated with that. So you can see this is the string that is associated with that. Son of a green card said, hey, son of a green card, good to see you, buddy. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. This is a good friend of mine on Twitter. When you do this, it says, if the file name works for the HRC archive, it seems to work for the other three. Oh my gosh. So I've only done the Clinton emails. So we're going to have to get into the DNC and the Podesta emails as well, because that's going to be the sauce right there. Yeah, we've got 2,300 people in the chat, and I've got full green bars over here. LiveStream is in good health. Patty Patriot says, one-way ticket to Mexico for Ocalfart Cortez. Oh, God. Okay, so if our favorite Anon is pointing us to these emails via the email ID search function on WikiLeaks, I would say that probably they do not work for everything, but it works for a lot of them. Let's see. And remember, you guys, no matter what Chris Cuomo says, going on WikiLeaks and looking at these emails is not illegal. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I realize not everybody knows how to do this, but we're going to go ahead and do this. All right, and I've got full clarification that the stream health is perfect. This is great, guys. I did some work on my internet, and I got some stuff. Robert Buckner says, keep up the good work. Thanks. Just trying to give you some cash to keep it going. I appreciate that, buddy. Every little bit helps. And again, guys, if you can't donate money, you don't feel bad. You know, just watch the videos, share them, subscribe to me, like them, and watch a commercial or two. Okay, because, you know, if YouTube is showing a commercial, that means that they are willing to pay me for having people come to their website. So it's great. Ted Cruz is trying to get the wall funding passed from a bill, $22 billion from El Chapo money. Roland, yes, Roland, I have seen that. Chris Cuomo is a deep state hack, all right? And I talked about this in the past. He is, you know, changing his tune a little bit. He put RedPill78 to ask a query. What does that mean? What does that mean, Greg? Just Kate, there's an allegation against Michael Stipe in relation to an underage boy. I'm not going to go any deeper than that because it's horrible. All right, you guys, please do hit that like button. We are going to get into these WIKILEAKS emails. Appalachian Cabin Escape says nothing, but Appalachian Cabin Escape, if you've got something you want me to say to plug your Appalachian Mountain Cabin Escape, I will. All right. Can you put slow mode on? Sage, slow mode is on. It is already on. Let's see. All right, so let's go and look through these. So you guys, I went through the first 5 pages of emails. Jussie Smollett is busted. We're going to talk about that. What do you think about Trump and the asset forfeiture that he says he agrees with? Oh, well, that's a... Robert D. had a query for you, and I just showed the link. Okay, to link to your name. Excellent. Okay, thank you. If I miss a question, mods, that you think is important, then please, will you guys try to, copy the text and then ask me again. So I'm not going to go through what posts these email strings come from, because I had to go through 5 pages of posts from our favorite Anon to find these. But I am going to show you how to do it real quick. All right, well, let's read a couple and then I'll show you. So, first of all, what you would do is you would go to a post with a picture. All right? The vape, yeah, okay. Well, I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to mute it next time. I completely forgot to mute it, Dean. All right, so what you do is you copy the name of the file, leave off the dot and the extension. All right, so copy. And then you would go to the Clinton email archive, or we're also going to go to the Podesta email archive and the DNC email archive. And then you would search as... Hang on, I'm going to have to make it bigger so that I can get to it. I've got an open one here. We'll go back to search. Oops. All right. So you guys can see here, I'm going to have to cover up the chat just for a moment, guys. All right. So when you get to the email archive, you've got 2 different ways to search. Search by terms in email, and you could search for a series of words. Uh-oh. Comes up a couple different times. Let's see what Sid Blumenthal has to say about hot dogs. About getting Hillary reelected and Israel strategic liability. But to search with the name of these files, you'd go to email ID, paste that in, then hit enter, and it's either going to return results or it's not going to return results. All right? That particular photo that I just grabbed that from did not return results. Q Uncensored says, can I send you a Q song from a friend of mine, Luke Sly... Oh, thanks for reminding me. Luke Slytalker already sent me that song, and I am going to play it. I just have to find it. We need to get it out there. Love your channel. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. You guys, yes, Luke Slytalker is a musician, and he sent me a song that he wrote about our favorite Anon. Sorry, guys. I'm very, very thirsty tonight. But let's take a look at these emails. All right, the first one. Now, this is going from the most recent posts to the 5th page of the posts on qmap.pub. So this first email is from Hillary Clinton to Jake Sullivan, and it says, it's unclassified, please release in full. Do you and or PIR talk to him today? Do I need to see him tomorrow? Michael Martin says, here's to history being made. Thank you, Patriot. Thank you very much for that super chat. My Leaf friend right there, Canadian Anon. Let's take a look at this original PDF, see if it has anything. So you can actually look at the emails as they would have been printed off in PDF form. You can see that they've been unclassified. So, you know, this lets you know that these are actual emails on... oh, shoot. You know what? What we're going to do now is we're going to go back and we're going to search this string right here on Podesta. And we're also going to search on DNC. All right, so let's go to, that's Hillary Clinton. Let's search for Podesta. Shoot, how do I get to that? The Podesta files. Hang on, we're going to do this. WikiLeaks Podesta files. There we go. Good stuff. And we're going to search by email ID. All right, we have an email. Democrats playing offense on Obamacare in Kentucky. Very interesting. So this is a story from the Washington Post. Wow, we're almost at 3,000 people. Lady Q, you made it. Glad you're here. All right, so this is a story that John Podesta must have sent to someone, or maybe someone sent it to John Podesta. Roger Stone says, thanks for your dedication. Thank you very much, Roger Stone. I appreciate that. Yep, there's a lot of these in the Podesta emails. Now, again, if anybody ever says to you, how do we know those emails are real on WikiLeaks? Well, It's been verified. You can tell from the metadata in the email, and the fact that it's been sent and received. There are things in there that allow you to determine that it's real. All right, and these domain keys are an excellent proof that they are real right there. Able Danger is proper. Sour Grapes. Good to see you, friend. God bless you, brother. Greedy Vids. Good to see you. You guys, I am going to hit mute. I feel like there's just too many people that hate it. Sorry, guys. Man, I had people emailing me, telling me that they really hate it. All right, so now let's look up a DNC. WikiLeaks DNC. Of course, these ones are probably going to be a little harder to get to. I probably am already worm bait with this video, but here we go. Search the DNC. Yeah, you guys, we've got almost 3,000 people in the chat, but only 134 likes. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you like what I'm doing, then go ahead and like it, because that will help us get even more people into the chat. $75,000 Schoenberg wire arrives from Fidelity tomorrow. It wasn't in yesterday, but I'll check this morning. Did this come in? No, they're looking for a $75,000 donation. That's a lot of money. Wonder what you can buy for $70,000. I really dislike it. Yeah, Sheila, it's okay. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and mute. Okay, I do apologize, Sheila. All right, it's like I want everybody to enjoy what I'm doing, and if I vape and it means that people are, gonna start tuning out, I don't want that to happen. Okay. Let's read. Here we go. BOMB at Sufi Shrine. This is an interesting one. So, can you get me more info about the shrine? That's Jake Sullivan sending an email to Hillary Clinton. Original message from Richard Holbrook. Jake, please pass to Hillary. I will call. She may want to, especially given forthcoming trip. P.S. Tell her I had a good talk. Good I think talk with Misha S today. Hope it helps trip. So, this is back when there were 3 bombs that devastated the shrine at Data Ganbaksh. Can't pronounce it because it's Pakistani. The most sacred Muslim place in all of South Asia. Aside from the loss of life, this is a major blow to Pakistan. I recommend you call Qureshi, Nawaz, and Pasha, who will be here tomorrow. This will either break Pakistanis or will get them into the fight. This shrine is deeply tied to the foundation of Islam in Pakistan. So, why? Yes, okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. Somebody's asking me to zoom in. All right. So, here's the thing, guys. I also want you all to go through and try what I suggested to you. Like, take a string from the image on our favorite anonce posts and go to WikiLeaks and search these databases and see what you can find. And, tell me what you find, because I'm sure it's going to be something cool. I cannot... 70,000 US dollars is 233,000 XRP. I have a friend who's really, really into XRP. Michaela O'Brien, yes, I did get your emails, and I was reading the article as I was getting ready for my show tonight. Okay, so they are talking about this tragedy, not in terms of the loss of life, even though they mention it. They're talking about it in terms of getting Pakistan involved in what they want them to do in terms of, military operations. All right. So this just shows where the Clintons and the administration, the Obama administration, what they were doing, how they reacted. Here's another one here from Hillary Clinton to Jake Sullivan. Release in part B5. Okay, I'll plan for call tomorrow. Also, I'd like to talk with you before your meeting with Dennis and Ben about future ideas. Can you talk tonight? What times would be best? Ooh, Huma Abedin was CC'd on this email. Says we'll keep you posted. I think this call makes sense. All right, just some back and forth regarding this call with Saudabayev. Oh, there's a lot of things about talking with the Russians in here. Lisa Lady, my email is RedPill78 at protonmail.com. RedPill78 at protonmail.com. You guys can also find me on Twitter at RedPill78. If I understand everybody wants to say hi, I have no problem with you guys just telling me that you appreciate my work. If you can, just do that publicly on Twitter. Send me a message if you've got something important for me to like learn, and that maybe you want me to follow up on something. I only ask you that, guys, and I ask you very respectfully that because I've gotten thousands of messages very recently. It just makes it harder for me to filter through everything. I'm just one guy, you know. I'm here alone, and if I had, you know, somebody helping me, that would be different. But I don't have anybody filtering my stuff. I don't have anybody reading it for me, so it's just me. Now, you guys, I did share this broadcast on Twitter. It should be pinned to my profile. Man of God, there are actually tribunals going on. Now, what's happening there or who is in the tribunals, I can't say for certain. I cannot say for certain. And Lisa Lady, congratulations. I didn't say that earlier when I asked, but it looks like people have said things about this in the chat. Now, again, guys, if you're buffering, if the sound is dropping out, tell your kids to get off Netflix. Make sure that this is the only thing that you're streaming. This is, you know, when you're streaming, it's pretty high data intensive, so it needs to use a lot of the bandwidth on your internet. Let's see. Hillary Clinton, are you still at the office? Taken off early. She says she's on her way back. Or this is, this is Hillary emailing somebody, Mr. Hanley at state.gov. I'm on the way back. So it may be interesting to check into the people that Hillary is emailing in these. Proof of these tribunals, there was a release of information from the Department of Defense. I can tell you that they are real only because I've seen information from the government saying that it's happening. Now, again, I don't know, other than the people involved with the fateful event in September, many years ago. Let's see. Dodge of Oz 11 says, watch your site daily. Keep up the awesome work, mate. Saw and we know before it went down. Trump portals at border. World Patriots. Yes, glad you're here from Australia, mate. Let's see. Blue Mountain Cabins, Great Smoky Mountains, says, Patriots support red states, vacation in Tennessee, Smoky Mountains, and stay in a log cabin. Check us out. Check them out. Oh, Crystalline says, I will post her email and Twitter handle every 5 to 10 minutes so you don't have to continue to repeat yourself. Thank you very much. You guys, watch Crystalline for my confirmation of contact details. Okay, so this email. Brief memo for Cheryl Mills on Colombia for Secretary Clinton. I wonder what kind of goodies Hillary Clinton was getting out of Colombia. Please print 2 copies. Okay, we'll go to the bottom because, let's see. On behalf of Congressman Jim McGovern. Let's take a look. Where does it start? Dear Cheryl, in my last email, Friday, 5/28, I attached the letter for the bipartisan co-chairs and executive committee members of the Tom Lantos Human Rights Commission sent to Assistant Secretary Mike Posner, expressing grave concerns about the recent rise in death threats, attacks, and murders of Colombian human rights defenders, religious, community, and other NGO leaders. Congressman McGovern also strongly encouraged the Secretary to meet with these representatives of those organizations. All right, so it's talking about human rights abuses in Colombia. Colombian president has been a solid backer of U.S. policy and U.S. interests in the region. We know that intelligence agencies have a strong presence in this region, and it's both political and financial. A sharp rise in alleged military killings of civilians. Prosecution of false positives. Let's see. Mounting allegations that the president's intelligence service, the DAS, was put at the service of paramilitary leaders and narco-traffickers used to spy on and intimidate Supreme Court justices, opposition politicians. Prosecutors were alleging that the orders to have the DAS carry out wiretaps, surveillance, and political warfare came from high up in the Colombian presidency. Though the question of what President Uribe knew and when he knew it remains unanswered. Meanwhile, efforts to reform or dissolve the DAS are stalled in Colombia's Congress. Very interesting. From a public expression of concern about the cases they are investigating and a reminder that their work is legitimate and important to U.S. interests in Colombia. At the same time, it is important to avoid appearing to endorse any candidate in the June 20th runoff elections. Between the first and second rounds of a country's presidential election is a politically awkward time for a high-level official visit. Finally, it would be helpful to remind the Colombian people that the United States supports a peaceful resolution of Bogota's worsening differences with Venezuela. While President Chavez's behavior is a significant concern, it would be most unhelpful to be perceived on this trip as fanning the flames of conflict with Colombia, or playing into the Chavez rhetoric that the U.S. and Colombia have military aspirations in the region, but they do. We know that. Okay, moving on to the next email. Assessing our progress to date and possible ways to create more leverage. Ooh, that sounds interesting. This is from a Department of State cable. Let's see, who are they talking about? For your reading pleasure on the way home, SP has been working on a project that I discussed with Jack a while back, aimed at figuring out where we could do better and, above all, create more leverage to achieve our goals. The papers are blunter than anything you would see from the bureaus. They should be necessarily be read as policy blueprints, but rather as illustrations of alternative strategies. Well, we don't know who they're talking about getting leverage on, but we know that leverage means political pressure. General Zod, I order you to forget that I accidentally tweeted you a parody account yesterday. It's okay, buddy. It happens to me, too. Don't worry. Q Uncensored says, I just sent his video. The movie is starting to RedPill78. Okay, if you could find a minute to play it, that's amazing. Thank you for leading by example. All right. I will play that video tonight because I told him I was going to this weekend. Are you still up? Hillary feeling frisky. Cheryl. Do I find that weird? Yes, I find that weird. We were told earlier to watch out for FFs. Now, Evelyn, Daly, I'm right there with you. I'm not going to say it out loud, but everyone look at Evelyn's comment. Okay. Are you still up? Cheryl to Hillary. Yes. Call me. Okay. Well, maybe we need to look at that date. What were they doing at 1 a.m. or at what that time? Okay, so this is more information on that bombing in Pakistan. Statement by Secretary Clinton. I was shocked and saddened by yesterday's attack on one of Pakistan's most popular places of worship, the Shrine of whatever that is in Lahore, which claimed the lives of so many innocent Pakistanis. The extremists have shown that they respect neither human dignity nor the fundamental religious values of Pakistani society. Violating the sanctity of this revered shrine is a particularly sinister attempt to destabilize Pakistan and to intimidate its people. The attackers will not succeed, as the Pakistani public refuses to be cowed by such violence. We condemn this brutal crime and reaffirm our commitment to support the Pakistani people in their efforts to defend their democracy from the violent extremists who seek to destroy it. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the victims and with all the people of Pakistan. Sounds like Hillary cares more about Pakistan than she cared about the United States. Ooh, Sid Blumenthal. This guy's a sleaze. Okay, release in part, B6. Now, remember we saw B5 earlier. What does that mean? B6 and B5. H. This may be worthless meandering on my part, but if the U.S. unveils its own positions in the new negotiations, inevitable, if they are not to collapse, perhaps that position should incorporate at its heart what the Israeli government has already agreed to in its final negotiations at Camp David, along, of course, with certain adjustments and amendments to account for the past 10 years in terms of boundaries, etc. This puts the burden on Bibi to repudiate Barak in principles and details if he pushes back, splitting his coalition and appearing to be rejectionist. Also, it makes the U.S. seems utterly reasonable, for the Israelis have already agreed to the core of these positions, and arguments cannot be made that they would undermine security, etc. Furthermore, 3/4 of at least U.S. Jews supported the Camp David peace effort. So, more work. Ooh, Philippe Reigns, he blocked me on Twitter. Can you get me a copy of the article about McChrystal that is coming out? Oh, this is pre the article drop about McChrystal. Let's see. Calls tomorrow. Release in part B6. Oh, this has got to be some categorization. Uh-oh, she's got her BlackBerry. Calls tomorrow. We have scheduled calls with the Swedish foreign minister, Norwegian foreign minister, and you have sheets for both, okay? Diana Davenport, welcome. Hello, I'm glad you made it too, and thank you for that super chat. Now, let's see. Diana, just so you know, we're going over stringers from images on our favorite Anons board. When you plug them in to certain email databases at wikilleaks.org, they will show up with different emails. Let's see. Well, thank you very much, Sour Grapes. Yeah, you know, if I hear something that is, you know, is not verified, I will, you know, maybe put it out there only if I find it compelling, but I'm going to tell you that it's conjecture. There's no way that I'm going to tell you that, you know, I witnessed somebody, you know, or that I was called specifically to handle or to cover military tribunals, and that I saw, you know, certain people in the courtroom, because that didn't happen. Although I did send an email to the DOD today, you guys, asking them if I could get on the list of people to cover. Now I have to get my passport. It would be amazing. Oh my God, you guys, I started a backup channel. It's I think it's just called RedPill78 Backup. So if you guys would do me a favor, and after this is done, you know, I'll try to see if I can post a link to that, you guys. And then if you can save that, that would be awesome. Let me do that right now while I'm thinking about it, because things are hairy out there. The world is crazy. We need to make sure that we can connect if I am shut down. Hold on. I need to filter this for channels. No results found. Dang it, guys. MAG says, is the Daytona 500 safe from... Well, I don't know, buddy. That would be a place that they would be able to... that they would probably hit, to be quite honest with you. How cool would it be to find out what the letter said at the Poppy funeral? How cool would that be? How cool would that be? You guys, I am not able to pull up the information for my backup channel at the moment. It's going to make me log out of my YouTube that we're on right now. So that's not going to happen. But I will find the link and I will put it into... Okay, it's protonmail.com. 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 RedPill78 at protonmail.com. Yes. And I am anonymous, you guys. No one's going to know my name. Stephen Holmes says, keep up the good work, mate. Following you from... Man, I got a lot of friends down in Australia. Stephen, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Let's see. We will connect calls to Whitehaven unless you cancel. I may have to do on BlackBerry. Look at that. Hillary Clinton taking these extremely classified calls on her BlackBerry, which was not secure. That's funny. All right. So let's move on to an email about Turkey and Armenia. Unclassified U.S. Department of State. I want to debrief you on my call with Davul Toga and discuss strategy. Please read. All right, so far these emails are, you know, they're just process, you know. It's just her talking about making plans. Ooh, is there a backstory? This one might get juicy. Dear friends, I'm so grateful to have had the pleasure of working with you over the past 18 months. Oh, this is somebody resigning. B6. There's B6 again. Oh, look, they're asking why Hillary's asking why she's resigning. Is there a backstory to her resignation? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. AFPAK trip. I think I should spend the night of the 19th in Kabul before the conference there. Baby Love 78 says anonymous charity is in here. Hello. Thank you so much for that super chat. Do appreciate that. Okay, hey Richard, if you could post that, shoot. It's not going to let you post it, is it? You guys, I don't know how to let it how to make it so that you guys can post links in here. It just maybe if you could spell it out like write a dot instead of the putting the dot. Richard, if you could put that in there, then I'm going to copy it and then I will paste it. And I'll paste it with the dot. Okay? Thank you so much, bud. Thank you for looking for that. All right. So, HPAD. What does that stand for? This is exciting news. Your iPad has arrived. Oh, the Awan brothers have it ready. All right, hold on. Vape break, guys. Hello, Hawaiian Anon, Margie. Okay. Did you get the Kyrgyzstan memo? There's a couple of emails that showed up regarding to Kyrgyzstan. Let's see. I think I did, and thank you. I'll try to call later. Oh, more email from Philippe Rains. Testing in-flight communication from her iPad. This is right after the Anons got into it. Or excuse me, the Awans, not the Anons. Let's see. Jim is seeking your guidance on whether B5. Just wanted to confirm. So what does... Okay, so release in part B5, B6. What does that mean? What does the B5 mean? Let's look at the PDF and see if it says anything. Okay, that means that it's redacted. Okay, so that must be a classification as to why it was redacted. Why was BlackBerry destroyed? Probably because they failed to innovate and they put all of their eggs into one basket, which was the corporate communication. When they did eventually try to branch out, and they didn't do it fast enough. Okay. All right, guys. Jason McGuire says, RedPill78, thoughts on AJ. AJ red-pilled me years ago, and now I am torn. Terry Fell says, your true name is Bubba McGurk. There, I've outed you. Thank you, Terry. No, you guys, my name is not Bubba McGurk. This is a running joke between Terry and Terry and I. Okay, you guys, here are my thoughts on AJ. I think that AJ has... He red-pilled a lot of people, okay? He did do good work by red-pilling people. But what's the best way to control people? You give them a little bit of truth with a little bit or a lot of disinformation. So, Chris, I got your email, buddy. Yes. Thank you very much, and thank you for your service. I just haven't had time to email yet. So, Alex Jones did, that's the first place that I heard about, that's the first place I really got my eyes open about Obama. All right. So I will give him that. But I think that Alex Jones is what's called controlled opposition. All right. He has mentioned on multiple broadcasts, his connections to and his affiliation with clowns. We know from the release of the Stratfor emails that he was connected to them. Our favorite Anon has asked the question, what if it turns out that him and his organization are... Do you go through the mega memes? Q mega memes. Are you talking about the proofs here, Linda, love? If not, then tell me exactly what you mean, because I haven't seen it posed that way specifically. Oh my God, there's a drop. Okay. Oh, Civ Mill Air. Yeah. Let's do a refresh here. We're gonna go through today's posts too, guys. So, here's the thing. I don't know anything about Alex Jones personally. But I do think that he's done some things that I found questionable. There's a lot of people who are on payrolls, but I don't think he's wearing ostrich. I'm definitely not wearing ostrich. I am just a normal guy who just decided to start making videos that I thought I would find entertaining. And, you know, luckily you guys find them entertaining too, and that's why we're all here tonight. So here is the latest drop right here. Q plus equals POTUS. Proof from CivMill Air. Where is the plus on a mobile phone when dialing? Trolling the fake news media is fun. At some point, the Q will be asked. You know, the only thing I don't like is that, yes, AJ is jealous. AJ is jealous because it took the focus away from him. All right? And let's see. So, call sign showing Q0. Oh, I love it when this happens. So, POTUS had changed the call sign of Air Force One to Q0. So that means Q plus right there. Yeah, Ann Coulter's off the reservation. You know, I don't trust Ann Coulter the way that she's been acting. Here's what really, yes, he has brought a lot of attention to important things, but again, he completely tried to co-opt this movement. All right, I'm never going to try to control you guys and tell you what to think. That's why I'm very reticent to even talk about people that I don't necessarily trust. I want you guys to make up your own minds, all right? But look at that. You can see Air Force One is listed as Q0. Q0. We are not on Team Dave Zublik, okay? Dave Zublik has his own deal. Okay, I am the mega meme folder that Linda Paris covers. Oh, on McAllister TV. Yes. I have been in there, but I just don't have time to go digging through memes. If you guys find memes in the mega meme folder and you want to tag me on Twitter, I'm totally cool with that. I would appreciate that, to be honest with you. You know, the discussion came up earlier about Gitmo. There are actually tribunals happening at Gitmo right now. But are they happening in the way that, you know, DZ is saying they are? I don't know, okay? And I know that I haven't seen any evidence to support that, all right? But I know that they really are happening. So, you guys, apparently there is another new drop that is not showing up. Here we go. Woo! Good stuff. Operators on standby. Q plus Q0. Operators are active. Look at that. Operators are active. Let's go through these posts. So here's a video from Fox News. Interesting music for Fox News. Sound familiar? Why all of a sudden are people talking about the Clinton Foundation, including whistleblowers, and hidden companies established to investigate covertly, ex-ABCs? Would you go public if the investigation was still ongoing? No, you would go public once the investigation is over. What happens when you have enough evidence to proceed? You have indictments. You have indictments. What is the benefit of educating the public prior to proceeding? Comey. Let's take a listen and see what type of music our favorite Anon is talking about. All right. Love that. That is a video from the drop that just made its way onto the board. Looks like at 11:52 or 11:21 a.m. this morning. That was music from Clinton Cash, the movie, the documentary, and the book that was came out first. So that's cool. The drops are off. Why are the drops off? I don't know why the drops are off. I was put in Twitter jail due to Ann Coulter. I didn't say knowing turkey neck. Oh God. Yes, Fox wouldn't do this unless the investigation was complete. All right. Not everyone at Fox can be trusted, you guys. There are still people who work there who are fans of the Clintons. You guys might hear my December 7th, 2018. Why is it showing December 7th, 2018? Hold on. Oh, you guys, sorry. I screwed up. Okay, the new drop right here. I thought that looked familiar. Let's see. The new drop. But the Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble. Psalms 46:1. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Q. All right, let's make sure that there's no additional drops. We're going to do a refresh here. Nope. Okay. Now going to 804. That's right. There's an article from Breitbart I was going to do. How do you know when the media is biased and pushing a knowingly false narrative? Fake narrative. Disinformation campaign designed to buy them more time by attempting to con enough people in order to remove the duly elected POTUS in order to save themselves from prosecution. Enemy of the people. Mark P., thank you for the super chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Breitbart article here. Yes, Breitbart can send me notifications. Nolte, networks refuse to cover Senate's no Russia collusion report. That's right. We all know this because I did report on it. But the networks refused to report on it. The same networks that spent 2,202 minutes of collective airtime to push the Russia collusion media hoax are refusing to cover the Senate Intelligence Committee bipartisan report, which found no collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. The Media Research Center did the research and found that between January 1st, 2017 and February 10th of 2019, ABC's World News Tonight, the CBS Evening News, and the NBC Nightly News spent 2,202 minutes on the Russia investigation, which accounted for nearly 19% of all Trump-related reporting. And now, none of those three shows have even mentioned the investigation since NBC's report came out on February 12th. The same is true elsewhere of the left-wing networks. Roland G says, appreciate all of your hard work and humor. Do you have a Discord channel for post? God bless all the love connections you bring here in chat. Thanks, Roland. I appreciate that, buddy. I do have a Discord, you guys, but I only use it for call-ins. I think what I'm going to do is just make another one so that I can tell you. Q is more info than do you or me. Yes, Q does have more info. I don't know anything, guys, other than just, what I'm trying to do, figuring this stuff out. I will never tell you that I have, inside information unless someone tells me that they have credentials and that they're willing to give me things to talk about this. Tammy, I did not see your tweet today. Well, no, I did not see that, Tammy. So I've got thousands of Twitter notifications that have come through recently, you guys. I do apologize. If you have something, by all means, tag me in it, and I try to look at it, but I keep, I'll tell you again, I do have a full-time job, and I have a daughter, and I have a home full of animals, so I do everything I can to stay on top of this. Maybe someday I will be able to make this into a full-time gig. Miss Abigail Puggle says, I just want to hear you say, Abigail Puggle. Thank you so much, Abigail Puggle, for that super chat. I appreciate that. I hope that was good for you. Did somebody delete Boy Loki's comment? You guys, we don't need to delete anybody's comment. Boy Loki is a buddy of mine, so if he said something, I think Boy Loki, I think that it was probably an accident. Jason McGuire says, what if AJ is a believer in our favorite Anon and was asked to go along? Maybe, but Alex Jones is a businessman, so I find it hard to believe that he would be asked to discredit our favorite Anon, because he tried to discredit it, and he came out and said that they were compromised, and he was buddies with Corsi. We were definitely warned about Corsi, so, I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so neither CBS This Morning nor NBC's Today have even acknowledged that this new information from Senate investigators since the news broke on February 12th, Media Research Center reports. ABC's Good Morning America briefly touched on it in a news brief totaling less than 1 minute on February 13th. What's especially fascinating is that NBC's Ken Delanian broke the original news of the Senate report, and NBC is still refusing to cover the story. The reasons for this are quite obvious. The media know a reckoning is on the horizon, and they are buying time in hopes of finding a way to wriggle out of it. Okay, so Ron Ferrier asks, how do I get on 8chan to follow Q? You don't need to go on 8chan to follow Q. You can go to qmap.pub, and you can see the posts as they come out right there. You guys, 8chan it has a specific culture, all right? It's not for the faint of heart. There are a lot of good people on there, but there are also a lot of people who don't want people coming in there and clogging up the boards. It's for research. I will tell you that I go on 8chan so that I can bring stuff to report to you guys. I think for most people, it's not necessary to get on 8chan. If you want to follow our favorite Anon, you can go to qmap.pub for sure. There are also a lot of other good websites that publish the posts. Anyone with even a lick of sense knew from the beginning that the Russia collusion media hoax was a hoax. Not only is the whole idea of it preposterous, everything involving Russia and the Trump campaign points to the opposite of a conspiracy. Look at the Trump Tower meeting. If there was a conspiracy between Trump and the Kremlin, why was Rob Goldstone, a British publicist, needed as an intermediary to set up the meeting? Duh. Let's see. Can you drop some other channels to follow for good info? You know, I mean, I like True Reporting. I like X22 Report. I like my brother, Space Shot 76. I like Patriot News. I like Truth Not Fiction Matters. You know, I mean, you guys, I'm subscribed to, you know, a couple hundred people on YouTube. So, you know, I see videos from them, but I also see a lot of people that I don't subscribe to, you know, because it comes through as a recommended video. But, you know, by and large, you guys, Dustin Nemos is cool. I like SGT Report. Sean is amazing, you guys. Definitely subscribe to them. Yes, In Pursuit of Truth, iPod, I like them. I liked And We Know, but they, you know, hopefully they'll be back. You know, Citizens Investigative Report, Katie G, she's awesome. It's almost too difficult to tell you guys how many people are good. But I definitely recommend you guys make up your own mind, okay? If you see something, you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Just Informed is cool. You know, Patriot Hour's cool. Okay. Jordan Sather, I watch Jordan Sather on occasion. You know, it made me nervous that Jordan Sather went and did the Washington Post stuff. You know, I don't know. I want everybody to make up their own minds. You know, I mean, there's just a lot of content out there, a lot of content. So, you know, find people that resonate with you. Let's see. And We Know does not have a backup at the moment. You know, yeah, okay. I don't want to talk about anybody specifically, you guys, just because I don't want to get into a YouTube war with people. There are people out there who thrive on that stuff. They want to start wars, and yeah. There is, yeah, Michaela says, I tried checking out 8chan for myself. It's confusing. It can be raunchy. It can be very raunchy. It can be very... Dr. Dave Janda. Dr. Dave Janda is a great guy. Stroppy Meme, Marfugel, Patriot Soapbox, you know, it depends on what you like. Praying Medic, I like Praying Medic. David Wilcock, I like David Wilcock. You know, there's lots of good people out there, you guys. Just go ahead and keep looking. You know, I just want to say thank you, everyone who is here tonight, and everybody who subscribes to me and who you know, supports my work in all of the various ways that there are to support it. Now, I just want to make sure that I didn't miss anybody over here. Okay, we got all those, all the questions from the Super Chats. Let's keep going. If there was at all any collusion between Trump and Putin, why was Michael Cohen left to send proposals to blind email addresses regarding the proposed Trump Tower deal in Moscow? Robert, I don't agree with you on that one, buddy. I don't agree that the earth is flat. I will clearly say that... Happy Days says, pick me. I don't know what you're asking to be picked for. Even the stuff we are told is the most sinister proof of collusion points in the opposite direction. That's right. It points towards the Clintons and the DNC. Gary Clark, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. And let's see. Now, and again, somebody says no arrests. Michigan Watcher. Michigan, you're my brother. But... just because we don't see it doesn't mean that it isn't taking place or that things are not happening behind the scenes, you guys. Not everything is meant for public consumption. We were told at one time on the board that a small percentage of the stuff that was going on would be made public. Some of this it's too traumatizing, okay? We need to reunite this country, okay? And... too much of it, Black Conservative Patriot, I will definitely give him a shout out. We can't, not everything can become public knowledge, all right? And I think that's why people like me and, you know, other, you know, citizen journalists exist, is because, you know, we can talk about things that cannot be made public, you know, and on the mainstream media. So... rather, again and again and again, they have promised that Watergate is right around the corner, that the other shoe is about to drop, and please ignore the fact that the first shoe has yet to drop. have told us to not worry because the aberrational nightmare, the virus in the system, the national mistake that is President Trump is about to be removed. For 2 years, the media have been selling the resistance a bill of goods and have gone so far as to manufacture a mountain of fake news to keep these suckers on the hook. So no, they are not going to cover a bipartisan report that debunks their hoax, especially one as detailed as this one that involved 2 years, 200 interviews, and a gazillion documents. Exactly. FBI SIRG unit has photo like the raid helicopters. I think that was the group in LA. Okay, so let's continue to go through these drops here. Okay, oh yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys, this was something on my Twitter feed that I wanted to show you. Check this out. The door of the Scottish Parliament. Someone spray painted it with a giant Q. Amazing. Amazing. All right. Now, there is also a video that was posted in this drop. 60 Minutes with McCabe. Your thoughts? I think that McCabe just bought himself a trip to the clink. He essentially admitted that there was a coup that they were planning against President Trump, that they were willing to do anything to make sure that he could be removed from power. I think that he really, really did himself a disservice. He's trying to walk back that interview right now, and I wonder if his book is even going to come out. You guys, I have to cough one moment. Which is a great movie. If you guys have not seen it, you need to see it. I just want to call out to my buddy Mark Martinovich. He had sent an email saying what B5 and B6 mean from the Hillary emails. V for Vendetta. That movie was V for Vendetta. Hillary Clinton caught 2 ways violating document security. WikiLeaks emails B5 super secret designation, and I guess B6 is another secret designation. So that's why that was in there, B5 and B6. That's why it was redacted. V for Vendetta. That was the clip. All right, so now here we have another drop from 3:44 p.m. Bigger than you realize, purpose of fake news attacks, slow growth and reach. Now, Lady Q had also said, we totally love you, RedPill78. We absolutely need to stop the infighting and leave that to the deep state. That's their gig, not ours. Unity, not division. That's exactly why I don't like to talk about people specific. You're looking at old Q posts. I did hit... I'm going backwards here, Nick. Wolfhouse says, tell your sponsors I need survival food for my dogs. Okay, I will talk to Patriot Supply, and I will ask them. Yeah, yes, Matthew from Truth Not Fiction Matters is asking if I'm still on live. Yes, bro. Come join. You guys heard that before Matthew even did. And let's see. Yeah, you know, everybody's tired of being deceived. That's why this movement has really taken off. Because it's, you know, people were asleep for so long. They took the word of all of these people. Oh, I hit 110,000 subscribers. Thank you, Crystalline, for saying that. Okay, Nick, I am not reading old Q posts. I had already hit refresh a couple of times. All right, this is the newest one on the board here. All right, sometimes they take a few minutes to come in. No, Nick. Okay, Nick must be watching the rebroadcast of the show. Yes. Okay. Well, Nick, you'll catch up in a few minutes. Oh, Simone is here, you guys. Simone is here. All right. So let's continue on. Let's see what else there was earlier today. Oh, yes. This is a couple of repost embeds from August 31st. Get out of my water, Simone. She likes to drink my water. Here's a Twitter status from Devin Nunez asking, didn't the Russians meet with Hillary Clinton operatives before and after the meeting? That's right, they did. That's right, they did. That's right. List number of Q posts. I don't know. Can't see. Okay. I realize that there are people that are chatting in this chat that are not watching this live. So Simone, she's not a vapist. No. She just likes to hang out while I'm doing it. All right. So Nick I'm going to see if you can see this chat. Nick, you're watching from earlier. We figured it out. Oh my god, did that even chat? That didn't even type. Nick, I figured it out. All right. So, you have more than you know. Why did Loretta Lynch, Attorney General of the United States, grant special entry to Natalia Veselnitskaya, Don Jr. setup meeting? Why was NV barred from entering prior to? This is Natalia. When will the Uranium One info become mainstream? I still don't see how that is. It will all become mainstream. But first, we have to get to the point where, you know, the mainstream media gets in there. Big news out of India. Uh-oh, we got a live tip coming in from Matthew. Tell me. Big news out of India. I paused for 10 minutes. LOL, I screwed up too. Just got to the part. Nick. That's great. Hey, thanks for looking out for me, buddy. I appreciate it. Yes, vaping has killed 0 people so far, Sour Grapes. We found something we agree on. Okay. Okay, Clinton indictments to be unsealed in the next 60 days per Federalist Press. Well, let's go look up Federalist Press. I have never heard of the Federalist Press. Let's take a look. Zoom, 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 zoom. Trump declares national emergency. Well, these appear to be real stories. Let's see. U.S. Attorney Huber moving to indict Clintons and others. Well, let's take a look at that story, guys. That looks like a good one. U.S. Attorney for the state of Utah, John Huber, was appointed by Attorney General Jeff Sessions over a year ago to investigate accusations of abuse of power and corruption at the highest levels of the State Department, FBI, and Justice Department. AG Sessions mistakenly recused himself from any investigations surrounding accusations of collusion between the Russian government and its operatives and members of the Donald Trump for President election campaign. I don't think that it was. Popcorn lung was many years ago when there was a particular additive that was in the vape. I'd like to go on record once again and say that I vape 100% vegetable glycerin, okay? There is no popcorn lung from vegetable glycerin, all right? Shard from pen got stuck in carotid artery. Uh-oh. Keep calm and vape on, guys. Okay, 10 bears, come on. We're not trying to talk like that in this chat because that is the kind of thing that's going to get us banned and will get us deleted, okay? Don't want that. You know, I understand that people do not agree with everything I say, but the one thing that I am huge on is unity, not division. We will expose our controllers, all right? But Q just posted again. Oh, good God. We didn't even get through the posts that were made before. Vapor tongue is real. That's right. You gotta switch up what you're vaping, and you can't vape all day. What does veggie vape taste like? Brussels sprouts? No, it tastes like candy or whatever they make the flavor at. Okay, Marie Fremlin says that I'll bet $10 that Huber isn't the only one. We know. You're right. Huber is not the only one. Storm is upon us. Joe Massa. Yes, Joe is a good person to follow. For good. Let's see. So continuing on. Sessions did not recuse himself as a mistake. Let's see. India and Pakistan. Stand by for links. Okay, Matthew is going to join us in the chat in just a moment, you guys. Pakistan shifts out the bad people from launch pads at LOC. Let's see. Check email. Gotcha. All right, let's see. Let's check this out. This is an article from the Times of India. With the Modi government stating that armed forces have been authorized to respond to the Jaish-e-Muhammad attack on the CRPF convoy, the Pakistan army seems to have taken some preemptive measures. Though there is tension on both sides, there is no artillery movement or any other deployment along the frontiers. As of today, we don't have any targets to strike at across the line of control. So apparently there must have been an attack in Pakistan or an attack from Pakistan to India. Intelligence sources said the assessment that Pakistan was anticipating action, perhaps in response to terror attacks, was made by the fact that Pakistan did not vacate its winter post along the frontiers. All right, so, yes, people, be nice to each other, you guys. That's all I'm asking. I want everybody to be nice. Our controllers will be exposed. Looks like Little April sent me an email about the notebook. A few pages from the notebook left in a Massachusetts bed and breakfast. I lost my contact. April, you did not include the pages with the email you sent me. Patriot Lady Biker, I will sign your petition. Robin asked if Jordan Sather run for cover at WAPO. You know, if I was Jordan, I wouldn't have done the interview. That's all I'm going to say. I was contacted by the Washington Post, and I did not do an interview with them. Here is that Luke Slytalker interview, or the Luke Slytalker song. We're going to play that song next, guys. Okay, because this is cool. One moment. Allow me to get Luke's song queued up. Like that? You like that? Let's see here. Let's go to youtube.com. Let me go to my history. Let's see. Okay, the movie's starting. Luke Slytalker. Luke Slytalker. The movie's starting. Okay. Okay, so now, of course, I have a bunch of Star Wars stuff. Let's just go for Luke Slytalker. And we're going to filter that for channels. Here he is. No, that's Luke Skywalker. Why won't it... Oh my God, I hate YouTube's search function. Search instead for Luke Slytalker. Yes, there he is. Okay, videos. Ooh, Randy Naaman says, please help my channel by saying my channel name, The Groove, as I'll be posting Truth News soon. Randy Naaman, your channel name is The Groove on YouTube, and he will be posting news. Randy, let us know when you post your first video. We'll go check that out. Yes, okay. I'm sure that the Ruth Bader Ginsburg sighting was officially debunked. Do not doubt it. Okay, where is your video, Luke? My God, this guy is prolific. Luke, I did not know that you had so many videos. Where the heck is this? The movie's starting. Here we go. Here is Luke.
This is one guitar, one bass, a click track, and some half-ass vocals. Yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah. You can trust the plane, have a little faith. You asking for a rest before you even seen the case. Indictment sealed, man. I don't think you know your stakes. Nothing's happening. Well, I guess I'll wait. This ain't checkers, this is chess. 5D, let me stress. Planned out and obsessed. Every single move addressed. All the counters are accounted for. Now it's Thor. Couldn't imagine more with the pain I'm bringing forward. I ain't trying to exercise patience, but I'm vexed and I need some retribution, cause I'm losing all that's left inside. But I'll wait, let the course that justice takes take its course. Yeah, of course, even if it's running late. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. And the reason we get it's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. And the reason we get it's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. And the reason we get it's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. Running game theory, it's straight up kung fu. Masters of the martial arts in regards to making people do exactly what they want to. Damn it, you man, who could have guessed it's even true?
Maybe you could show some proof.
deltas. You better remain sheltered, dropping these Twitter Moab bombs, leaving the cabal helpless. All their assets frozen, but the slush funds have melted. Got them all in check. I suggest they go to the place that's hiding Elvis. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the pop. And the movie should begin. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the pop. And the movie should begin. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the pop. And the movie should begin. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. When's the movie gonna begin? Plot thickens, the clock's ticking. Better use your talents and time to do something other than bitching. Man, to put it simply, figure out how you can affect the change that you would want to see. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. And the movie should begin. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. And the movie should begin. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. And the movie should begin. It's the great awakening, and these patriots have been waiting for the plot. When's the movie gonna begin?
Thank you very much, Luke. Thank you very much, Luke, for your service, producing music with the truth spin. Love it. Love it, guys. All right, so back to the article. Somebody wants to know what I think about JFK Jr. If JFK Jr. is alive and JFK Jr. is our favorite Anon, then that would obviously be the most amazing thing in the world. That would be the most amazing thing in the world. Georgia Peach, thank you once again for that super chat. Another one. Appreciate that. Good job, Luke. All right. Whether you like Luke's song or not, he's trying. I enjoyed it. But I want to thank everyone for sticking with us and watching that. We did lose some people, but, you know, if you don't like the music and you can't handle it, can't handle a little break, then, you know, that's fine. I think my daughter just got home. Hi, honey.
No, I'll be back.
Okay, bye. We'll see you. So, U.S. Attorney Huber was appointed by Sessions not under any special counsel statute, but within the normal operational standards of the Department of Justice, and tasked with investigating all those that Mueller seemed reluctant to investigate, including Mueller himself. Huber was also selected because Sessions assumed that a grand jury selected from among the citizens of Utah would be willing to provide an unbiased response to evidence of wrongdoing by Hillary Clinton and those in the upper echelons of Washington, D.C., bureaus, and law enforcement agencies. That's right. They would be. They're far removed from D.C. Although Huber's work has remained shrouded in mystery without leaks, as our favorite Anon has said, we have obtained information from an inside source that Huber has been presenting evidence of felonious activities to the grand jury, I believe that, against several high-level government actors, and will soon be bringing indictments against Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, FBI Director James Comey, Deputy FBI Director Andrew McCabe, Clowns in America Director John Brennan, Associate Deputy Director Bruce Orr, FBI Agent Peter Strzok, Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, Christopher Steele, and several other principals of Uranium One, the Clinton Foundation, and Fusion GPS. According to our source, the sealed indictments will be made within the next 60 days, made public. I really hope that that's true. I don't doubt that it will happen. It's just a matter of time, you know. Okay, oh, look at this. Here's another one. This just popped up on my screen. I don't know how that happened, but this is awesome. This is totally awesome. Very cool. All right, let's do a refresh, guys. Let's see if there's any more posts. All right, I can hear my daughter actually listening to my stream in the background. Let's see. Keep going through the posts. We saw that Carpe Doctum status. Here is that U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. That's right. Dan Scavino posted earlier today what we already knew. After declaring a national emergency, President real Donald Trump is briefed by U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Commanding General, Lieutenant General Todd D.T. Semonite on the status to date of the border wall and all future construction to begin along the southern border. Remember, guys, the wall has already been in the process of being built. It is happening, and it has been happening. Anons already knew. Oh, yeah, that was from the post from earlier. Let's see. Army Chief of Engineers, all future construction. How long have Anons known? For quite a while. Fake news attacking us daily. D's are predictable. Stupid. Nothing to see here. Future has proved past. Yet again. Copy-paste of text from this unreadable post from the 15th. Be prepared for more fake news disinfo claiming we stated death of RBG. Read carefully. Excuse me, guys. Now remember, our favorite Anon in the post that I showed last night. It never said death. It said that she was in a facility being kept alive. All right? And they have used the idea that she is dead, or that we have said that she's dead, to discredit us. We never said that. I said it might be likely that she's not alive, but I definitely don't think that she was showing up in the chambers of the Supreme Court. I don't believe that at all. F-15. February 15th was yesterday. Let's read what was posted in there. Oh yeah, it's about why was she selected and who appointed her. Wasn't that Bill Clinton? Remember her history. Yeah, if you guys do not know about sex bias in the U.S. Code, published by the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights, written by RBG, I suggest you take a look at it because it is very eye-opening. The things that she is calling for in here. I'm not even going to get into all of these things because we've read them in the past. But let's just say that she is into some pretty creepy stuff. Who are the doctors currently treating RBG? What other political, former and current senior political heads are affiliated with that agency? That would be the Cleveland Clinic. In, let's see, Matthew texted me again. Much appreciated. You are really awesome. Oh, no, this is Luke Skytalker. Hey, Luke, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad that you were able to see us play your video, buddy. Matthew says, you like a rock show nowadays. Trying to get Mike over here. That's right. Kicking the deep state's butt. That's right. I hope that Truth Not Fiction Matters, Matthew, myself, and Mike from Space Shot 76, we're going to do another show here in the future. Let's see. February 15th. There we go. Podesta declared the national emergency. That's right. POTUS declared it on F-15. National emergency today. Today. That happened yesterday, but it was that day, February 15th. Amazing. I remember we predicted that. We talked about that here. That was the date, February 15th. Okay, so let's check out U.S. Army tweets terminal high altitude aerial defense same day that Q recalls the failed Air Force One missile attack. Interesting post by the U.S. Army this morning. THAAD is terminal high altitude aerial defense, an anti-ballistic missile defense system for short, medium, and intermediate range ballistic missiles. Coincidence? Kosh Naronic says, nothing, but thank you for that super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. All right. The U.S. Army asked, who knows what this is? Here's a hint. Its abbreviation is THAAD, Army Tech. And then, of course, remember that we were asked to recall this. Wasn't this shot from Whidbey Island? Remember the cover story for this? Helicopter, coincidence regarding Air Force One, regarding CA route to North Korea, California route to North Korea was that? Bigger than the 25th Amendment to remove. Depth of this is very serious. That I would say that an assassination attempt on the president is definitely larger and more important than the use of the 25th Amendment, because that's what they did. They tried to take out our POTUS. Was Andrew McCabe following orders from then President Obama? Dark to light. The orders came from the highest office in the land. You remember that, guys. Obama. It all goes back to Obama. All right. He did not want Trump to succeed. All right. And Matthew, thank you very much again for your texts. And thank you for tuning in. I hope you're in the chat, buddy. So let's go ahead and take a look at this article from Fox News. Andrew McCabe is a national disgrace, and we owe him a big fat thank you for his hubris. Canada. Yes, Canada, not California. Sorry. Andrew McCabe is a national disgrace. He was part of the most corrupt and most partisan leadership team in FBI history and was fired for being dishonest under oath. And yet America owes him a big thank you. McCabe, you see, has reminded us once again that there really is a powerful deep state and that there has not been a full accounting of rampant FBI misconduct during the presidential campaign of 2016. There is also still too much we don't know about the role top aides to then-President Barack Hussein Obama and higher-ups in the Justice Department played in spying on the Trump campaign and leaks of classified information for partisan purposes. Kash Nakarik says, the first one was for the Chopper reports. This one is for the live stream. Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. And thank you for the super chat. In short, what is arguably the greatest scandal in the history of America remains mostly hidden from the public. That shroud of secrecy piles one scandal on top of another. Fortunately, the McCabe reminder is a timely one, coming on the same day that William Barr was confirmed as the new Attorney General. Barr is just the man to get to the bottom of the unprecedented plot to swing an election and later to remove a duly elected president. Barr, who was AG under the first President Bush, also will oversee Special Counsel Robert Mueller's seemingly endless probe, hopefully bring it to a conclusion. McCabe is talking because he's peddling a book. And that's right, because remember, he lost his pension because he was fired. Just as Comey the snake before him is aiming his sales pitch at anti-Trumpers. He used an interview with CBS to offer more details of a discussion within the FBI and Justice Department to use the 25th Amendment to remove Trump from office. McCabe said that the effort took shape immediately after Trump fired Comey in May 2017 and that numerous people were involved, including Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. McCabe's version of events dovetails with the New York Times report last September that Rosenstein met with McCabe and others and offered to wear a wire in meetings with Trump to get incriminating information, a hint that McCabe was the prime source for that story. Rosenstein, through an aide, denied the account Thursday just as he did last September. But his repeated insistence that McCabe's tale is inaccurate and factually incorrect remains unpersuasive and is undercut by the fact that a week after the meeting in question, Rosenstein appointed Mueller. Because parts of the memo authorizing that appointment remain classified, America doesn't know the full reason why Rosenstein thought a special counsel was warranted. LJ asks, how do these people sleep at night? Because they're evil. Because they are evil. Here's another thing, guys. President Trump is not going to do anything that he does not believe will further his agenda, our agenda. Let's see. Somebody had said that Roger says, I trust Trump. If he thinks Barr is okay, I am fine with that. Exactly. That's why. Excuse me. The president is not a stupid man. All right? If he does something, it's for a reason, and I trust that reason. Okay? Not only because I trust Trump, but because I trust in God's plan. All right? It was a long road, but we got to this point. All right? The evil was allowed to exist and to run our country for a long time. All right? Maybe we needed that. Maybe we needed it so that we could remake our country into a better form of government. Roy Davis, you guys check out Roy's work, Captain Roy Davis on Reddit. He does some great articles. He says, thanks, fellow patriot. Your work is very important. Where we go one, we go all. Thank you so much for that, Roy. I really respect Roy. You guys got to check him out. One moment. Oh, Matthew said that he did a rally in Florida today, and he gave me and Mike a plug. That's awesome. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that, buddy. And he said his phone is blowing up. Yet the Mueller probe, with its ancillary indictments of Trump, associates, and others, has created an unfair cloud of uncertainty over the administration and fueled Democrats' impeachment fantasies. Even now, they are using Russia as an excuse to put Trump's family and his entire life and business under scrutiny. Margaret Corbin says, love you, RP78. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you for showing up. Meanwhile, when is enough enough? When will the Trump haters take no for an answer? Well, once they've been proven wrong. Proven wrong. Meanwhile, we do know that Comey and his dirty crew used the unverified Christopher Steele dossier, which was funded by Hillary Clinton's campaign, to get a secret court warrant to spy on the Trump campaign. And FBI text messages, along with congressional testimony, confirm that the same agents probing Trump were simultaneously involved in the Clinton email investigation and decided to go easy on her because they thought she would be their next boss. Well, guess what, guys? They did not. That's the bottom line, RP78. God chose him. That's good enough for me. Exactly. You guys, we cannot control the things that we dislike or the things that we don't understand. We have to have faith. We have to trust that things will play out in the way that they are meant to play out. God has a plan, all right? It may not make sense, but it's his plan. It's not my plan, all right? I'm not in control, all right? This may sound weird to some people, but I wake up every morning and I make a conscious decision to allow God to be in control. Bonnie Fish, thank you for the super chat. He can begin by getting to the bottom. Oh, Barr testified that he was shocked when he saw blatant evidence of bias against Trump and promised to investigate the investigators. He can begin by getting to the bottom of the conflicting roles Rosenstein played. In charge after his former boss Jeff Sessions recused himself, Rosenstein advocated that Trump fire Comey, then used the firing as a pretext for appointing Mueller. He also signed the final secret court application, thus giving a misleading endorsement of the Steele dossier. Yet Rosenstein, a career prosecutor who is expected to resign now that Barr takes over, nonetheless developed a good relationship with the president and had somehow endured the Times report last September of the 25th Amendment plot. And he was able to convince the president to withhold documents detailing why the FBI and Justice Department first focused on whether the Trump campaign had any improper relationship with Russia. Barr, of course, will have a full plate of current issues and new initiatives of his own he wants to pursue. But if there is any hope that the FBI and Justice will regain the credibility they squandered, the new AG must rip off the shroud of secrecy, hiding a dark episode in American history. Anything less will only compound the crippling distrust many Americans already have for their government. And that's right. That's right. Margie Peary? What are you saying there? I don't understand that. God, I'm talking about everybody's God, your own conception of God, your God as you understand him, all right? I'm a Christian. I'm going to say that outright. So, whatever God is to you, whoever God is to you, that's between you and him. And, whoever that is, that spiritual entity that I choose to frame in my own particular way. What's the point of the go after Roger Stone? Roger Stone is a sacrificial lamb. Roger Stone is meant to show the imbalance in the justice system. Cryptocurrent says Seth Rich was a true patriot. Yes, I can create a Twitch channel. I already have created a Twitch channel, but it's hard enough keeping up with one channel. I'm trying to do something with streaming to another channel, but I cannot get it to work. I tried yesterday and I tried today, and I'm going to have to call them actually tomorrow, and I'm going to try to do a live stream there tomorrow as well. So let's see. Perhaps he could not in good conscience see the world burn. Why, hours after the election, did 7 people travel to an undisclosed location to hold a very private and highly secured, guarded meeting? Why didn't HRC give a concession speech? When was the last time a presidential candidate didn't personally give a concession speech? What happens if the border remained open and the MSM continued to brainwash? Think McCabe #2 interview regarding 25th Amendment. Think Rod Rosenstein wear a wire regarding attempt to entrap 25th. Regarding 25th. 2, yes, Clinton's public health is declining, or just off the radar. We got that word the other night from our favorite Anon that they were supposed to... No, vaping has actually helped my voice, and it has actually helped my lungs. I used to have a spot on my lung. Excuse me. My voice gets craggly from speaking too much. Nelsie Ayala, thank you for the super chat. But no, vaping has actually restored my soft and silky voice. Richard Dreyfuss voice. Shane Preston, so cool your daughter listens to your channel. Yeah, it is cool. It's really cool. My mom, too. My mom is a big RedPill78 fan. Mom, I hope you're listening. If you're checking this later, then I love you very much. I got to see her this morning, and she's a great woman. She did a great job in raising me. She taught me how to have morals and to be a respectful person. And speaking of respect, honor and respect for a brave and selfless patriot. Oh man, this one got me. Wife of burned amputee veteran here. We are ready. We are with you. We will continue to fight. Godspeed. Q+++. Your husband answered the call as a brave and selfless patriot. We are forever grateful for his service and sacrifice to this country. May God bless you and your family. Honor and respect. That's right. That's beautiful. We just went over this one. Remember the cover story for that? Future proves past. The DOJ held meetings on how to oust President Trump. That's right. Let's go ahead and watch that. Anons knew it beforehand. You have more than you know. It's all there. Future proves past.
John Summers is a former communications director for Senator Harry Reid of Nevada, and he joins us. And John, thanks very much for coming on.
You bet.
So take the party IDs off the players in this. Here you have federal law enforcement discussing removing a president without an impeachment or an election. That sounds like something that happens in a third world country, doesn't it?
Well, it's something, and I'm not going to defend any one individual in this situation, because these are very serious conversations that they were having. But it does appear that those are conversations they were having.
Yes.
And those are based off of the Constitution, right? It's the 25th Amendment of the Constitution, which does act as a safeguard should we ever run into that situation. So for me,
Run into what situation?
Run into a situation
where
you
you
don't
don't like the president or disagree with his Russian
or where
policy?
you feel like the president is incapable of doing the job. And so I think I don't have a problem that they had these discussions. At the end of the day, they landed at no. And I think that's the important thing to remember. So the system worked the way it was supposed to as it relates to whether or not to remove the president.
No, because if you find yourself as an executive branch employee disagreeing with the policies of the person for whom you work, you leave, you quit. And you can state so publicly if you want. You have the right to do that. What you're not allowed to do is try to take power from the one elected guy in the entire branch of government, because that's not democratic. It's the opposite of democratic, but that's what they tried to do.
Agreed. But what you're saying is that they were considering it because they didn't like the policies, and I don't think that's the case at all.
Why were they considering it?
There's a genuine concern about how Russia was involved in the 2016 election.
Okay, but so the amendment was written after Woodrow Wilson suffered a stroke in office and his wife wound up running the country. I guess she was a fine president, but we didn't want to repeat that. So this was specifically written, and every lawyer knows this, including the ones at the FBI, for a president who's incapacitated, not for a president whose policies you find repugnant or disagree with or don't. You know what I mean? Just because he's not a neocon doesn't mean that you can remove him from power.
I agree. And again, I don't think that's what they were thinking about. There was big concern, again, when you look at the timing of McCabe going into office, and again, he's obviously a flawed messenger in many ways, but when you look at the time that he was elevated to his position was right after James Comey was fired. And why was James Comey fired? As the president said himself, because he wanted the Russia investigation to end.
Okay, but
clearly there was a concern.
But the other way, well, there was a concern because a guy they liked, who was their boss, got fired, which is absolutely the prerogative of this or any president to fire his own employees if he wants, for whatever reason he wants. And if you don't like it, impeach him or vote against him.
Unless it's viewed as obstruction of justice.
Okay, but under no plausible scenario could it be. I mean, because of course the FBI director is free to say whatever he wanted to congressional committees or the Mueller investigation or write a book, which indeed he did. So it's not obstruction of justice. It's not to prevent justice from working its way to its conclusion. I just wonder, why are liberals all of a sudden defending this radically empowered federal law enforcement agency? You don't see this as a threat to the Kamala Harris administration 2 years from now, for real?
Yeah, no, I get the question. I don't see liberals defending this. I think what we're defending is protecting the investigation. So we have a good understanding of exactly what Russia was doing in the 2016 elections and whether they were aided by anyone.
All right, so this guy is making excuses for the deep state. guess what, guy? It's not gonna work. Okay? You guys, my mom just texted and she said that she is watching and that she loves me. And I love you very much. Yes, Mom, we're going to be winding down in about 10 minutes. The show goes until 11 p.m. All right, so let's continue to go through these posts. That guy was grasping at straws. Totally dumbfounded. He doesn't know what he's doing. I like Tucker Carlson. You know, if you guys don't like Tucker Carlson, then, you know, too bad. I like Tucker Carlson. This is my show. Let's see. Let's see. I have made a backup channel, you guys, but I couldn't get the link because I'm logged into this one. So I will be putting it out tomorrow. I'm gonna try, or maybe even after the show, I'll try to put it out on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter at RedPill78, then you can find it there. Yeah, lots of trolls in the chat tonight. You know, that means that I'm over the target. Now, our favorite Anon said, be alert for the next 10 days. FF attempts may be carried out in attempt to change narrative, negative optics, high possibility of multiple day coverage event forcing pause on news. See something, say something. Q Uncensored says, I can explain the connection to this video will get elected. 2 theory posts, H-hand, 2 notables verified. Watch 215 to 235, dark to light. Let's see. This video got 2 theory posts on H-hand. Okay, so what was that notables from tonight? Because I just went in there and they hadn't been updated for a couple of days. So section 215 to section 235. Okay, all right, we'll go ahead and check that out. Let's see. And remember, I covered this the other night. Chatter, Bill and Hillary's public health will begin to rapidly deteriorate. Rapidly. Yes. All right. So, you guys, tomorrow night I am going to be on Truth Not Fiction Matters at around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That would be 9:30 p.m. Tuesday nights. Notables. That would be 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night, and Truth Not Fiction Matters. So you guys, please tune into that if you'd like to hear me there. Matthew does a good job. He's got a great program, and definitely undersubscribed if you ask me. So please subscribe to Truth Not Fiction Matters on YouTube. Let's go to YouTube, and let's look for this video will get Trump elected. Okay, no, that's not it. Maybe we need to go to the notables section. Of course, you search for the exact title of the video and YouTube won't allow you to find it because they don't want you to see it. It's disgusting. We got pages and pages and pages of CNN, MSNBC, SNL. Here we go. No, that's a different one. That's from... Oh, let's see. No, that's not the one either. Time. Why would we subscribe to Time? All it is trash. You can't find anything good on YouTube unless you go directly to it. Ugh. Christine Daly says, can you play the pinned tweet on POTUS's... if that's the one that I'm thinking of, that is the one that has the REM song in it, and I can't play that because I will get this video copyright struck, and then nobody will see it because they will make it so nobody can see the video. All right, so let's go to /Q research notables. Okay. Let's see. Let's look. We're looking for the information on this video will get Donald Trump elected. When was it? I can't find it. Tucker is a patriot, guys. He changed the song to a country MAGA song and well, even if it's not if it's any copyrighted song, you guys, if I play it, then YouTube immediately they shut the video down and nobody will see it. you will not be able to see it. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play that. But I will tweet it out. I will retweet it. You guys, we had NASA astronaut deaths the other day? I didn't know about that. Statement from the president. Let's get 1,700 likes tonight. Yeah, you guys. Can we do that? Can you guys help me out? Get us to 1,700 likes. Each year, America pauses to remember its fallen astronaut heroes. Okay, so these are people who died previously. We didn't have some recent deaths. I remember the Challenger disaster, guys. I was watching that live in my school classroom. That was traumatic. That was very traumatic. And I saw someone say that Twitch is owned by Amazon. I guess I can't publish on Twitch, you guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh my God, you guys, there was another post on Twitter that I wanted to go over. I forgot. Right here. Okay, so that the image that I showed you of the Army Corps of Engineers, it has the picture on Twitter says Q, we a Q. So Q, we are Q. How cool. Oh, we have 2,200 likes. Oh, great. That's awesome. All right. Oh, this is good. I can play this. This is a Carpe Donktum. This does not have a copywritten song.
On the border with Mexico, the president went down to the border earlier today to get a look at the situation down here. He declared that the nation is under attack on the border, but that is only one of many misleading statements he's made throughout the day as he's in hot pursuit of that wall.
Frankly, that is how we make America great again.
We're not seeing any kind of imminent danger. There are no migrants.
You are a rude, terrible person. You are the enemy of the people. I want them to come into the country, but they have to come in legally. You know, they have to come in through a process. That's enough. That's enough.
Ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President.
That's enough.
Mr. President.
That's enough.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Oh, I love it so much. All right. Oh, we're almost at 3,000 likes, guys. Awesome. Okay. Oh, this was great, too. A lot of people sent this to me on an episode of NCIS, and one of the actors received a Q key from a typewriter in a box. Maybe it's a cufflink or something. Very cool. Nice little shout out to our favorite Anon. Let's see. Oh, yes, that's right. I retweeted this earlier. Okay, so where is the... here it is. Nancy from Lock HRC Up, Q Warrior 1917, another devoted fan, posted Nancy Pelosi's financial disclosure report. Look at how much money Nancy Pelosi's making. From her vineyard, she makes between $15,000 and $50,000 a year. She has some commercial property, which pulls in between $100,000 and $1 million. This 4-story commercial building also pulls in up to $1 million a year. She's got stock in Apple up to $5 million a year. Dividends. God, if I could go back in time and just buy some Apple stock, that would have been great. 27 Sparkle, thank you very much for the super chat. More capital gains from Apple, up to $1 million a year. Aristotle LLC, that probably a front company. Auberge du Soleil, don't speak French, up to $50,000 a year in that partnership. She's got a Bank of America checking account, another Bank of America checking account, another Bank of America checking account. BF Enterprises common stock, she pulls up to $5,000 a year from that stock. Burrell Real Estate Company, up to $100,000 a year. City Car Services LLC, perhaps another front company. She's not making any money on it. City National Bank checking account. She keeps a low balance. She's got a little bit of money in her brokerage account there. Let's see. Clean Energy Fuels. She's not making any money. Comcast Corporation. She's got money from there. her congressional checking account. She doesn't keep any money in there. EDI Associates, a partnership investment in El Dorado Hotel, $100,000 a year from that. She's got Facebook stock. That's tanked. She's not making any money there. That's so funny. Financial leasing services, no money. Partnership loss in 45 Belden Corporation. Dividends from Interactive Brokers Group. Matthews International Mutual Fund. Mojo Networks. Morningstar. Ooh, Morningstar Incorporated. We know what that's code for. $2,500. Mosher Partners, up to $50,000. Nautilus Leasing Services. 945 Battery LLC. You guys can find this document on my Twitter page. Yes, the video originally was blocked by Twitter. Let's see. Qualcomm, Russell Ranch, Salesforce Incorporated, Sierra Vista, Square, Stone Ridge, Sun Edison, 1301 Sansom. So Pelosi's making a lot of money. She's got lots of investments. She's got lots of stakes and lots of businesses. Wow. She sold a lot of shares in Apple. Made a lot of money. Q Uncensored. Q Research Board. Okay, hold on. Google. There we go. Thank you very much, Q Uncensored. All right, so we're going to check that out. Now, you guys, again, if you want to finish up on this information on Nancy Pelosi, you can find that on my Twitter. Okay, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to be looking for here. There we go.
Our movement is about replacing.
Okay, and it was like 2:15 or something. All right, let's start it.
This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial...
All right. So was that the whole point the whole time? The fact that Hillary Clinton was at the center of this global cabal trying to take away our sovereignty? And hang on, you guys, there's some things on there I don't agree with. We're going to get that off. Silver Wolf says, from English World Patriot. Thank you so much. Matt Geo. Oh, snap. I think the tube hacked my super chat. Could swear I just sent $50 right now. Cheerios again tonight, bro. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate that. No big deal. All right, you guys. We are winding down. My voice is getting hoarse. I just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight for another Saturday night live stream. Thank you very much, everyone who has helped make this. The banks. Yes, okay, the banks. All right, the banks. The banks are definitely a huge part of what's going on. Why was Q2052 link erased? Was it? Let's search for 2052. Video unavailable. We don't know. I don't remember what was there. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, family. RedPill78 Army. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. As always, I am RedPill78, the corruption detector, and this was your Red Pill News for Saturday night live stream. Good luck, everyone, and God bless. Enjoy the replay.